Chapin, South Carolina is an area that was claimed by the Germans in the 1700s. Later on, Martin Chapin came to the area after his doctors said that it may be beneficial for him to inhale pine to help his lung ailment. He liked the area so much that he purchased around 4,200 acres, which is now known as modern-day Chapin. Chapin's population has grown to 1,604 residents, with more women than men, and being predominantly Caucasian. The median age in the community is 37 years old. When we drove around the community, we saw a lot of modern houses. They look like they are around mid-$100,000 houses. Chapin is a lake community, so we were able to see many houses that had access to Lake Murray. We also saw a lot of houses with big boats in their yard. As we drove around some more, we saw several neighborhoods that were under construction. The houses looked like they were in the upper end of $100,000 into the $200,000 range. As we continued to drive through the town, we saw many churches, most of them being Lutheran. We also saw Baptist, Catholic, Episcopal, and Methodist churches. We did not see any mosques or temples.
As we went through the community, it was hard not to see the painted sailboats all over town. We asked a community member what they were all about. They stated that Chapin was a lake community and also an art advocate community, so they have what is called the Sail into Chapin Community Art Project by the Crooked Creek Art League. Companies purchase an artist-painted sailboat to be put out in front of their business, and the money goes to the Art League. We also saw community theater, so it is evident that Chapin supports fine arts. When looking at the physical environment, it was very nice and clean. There was not evidence of excessive trash or graffiti anywhere that we drove by. There were open fields and even a roadside market. Near the roadside market, there was even a recycling bin, which also shows that they try to keep trash off their grounds.
When searching for health and social services, we passed an urgent care, assisted living, women's health office, a chiropractic, orthopedic, pediatric, and vet office. We passed a very large graveyard which made us wonder about Chapin's major causes of death. Upon research, we saw that the leading causes were cancer, heart disease, accidental, and respiratory diseases. As we continued through the town, we were curious about the transportation and safety throughout the community. We observed the typical sheriff's office, fire station, and etc. But we also saw that they have a dive team since they are near Lake Murray. Chapin also houses the Traffic Control Safety Organization, which disperses traffic signs for the roads in the nearby communities. We mainly saw cars as a means of transportation, but a member of the community informed us that the Comet, which is a bus service, was coming in the near future. We also saw sidewalks, however, we did not see any bike lanes. There were also train tracks for transportation of cargo. As far as politics and government, we saw the Town Hall and Chamber of Commerce.
When driving around in the community, we passed two schools. One was Chapin High, which is particularly known for their state championships in various sports, including cheerleading, lacrosse, and the marching band. The other school was Chapin Middle School, which was on the complete opposite end of town on the other side of I-26. We saw school police and resource officers in the parking lots of both schools. As far as businesses go, there is a nice furniture store, gas stations with reasonable gas prices, barbecue places, real estate businesses, thrift shops and antique stores, Sonic, Bilo, the Farm Bureau, Walgreens, Remax, BB&T, the post office, Hardee's, and much more, anything you can think of. But one thing that this community did not have was a Walmart. The community is under construction of more businesses, one particularly being Zaxby's, but then other places too, as well as even widening the roads. When we were riding around, we thought we were riding into a neighborhood, but once we got in there, we realized it was a new technology park. We found a road sign in the technology park that was named Innovate Avenue, which we thought was very accurate for the town of Chapin. It is becoming very innovative and growing rapidly. The town is growing into the wealthier side and is doing very well for itself. Overall, Chapin has made their way onto the map, and they will continue to do so as they grow. When looking at Chapin as a community, we noticed there was an increased level of obesity that we could see during our windshield survey. With this being said, we chose nutrition, physical activity, and obesity as our Healthy People 2020 objective to focus on for this community. Our goal is to promote health and reduce chronic disease risk through consumption of healthy diets and maintaining body weights. For our primary preventions, we decided it would be important to promote health education in schools and in the community to encourage a healthy diet and lifestyle. Also, we wanted to provide nutritional standards for foods and beverage options in the schools, educate on low-cost, healthy food options, and advocate for healthier menu options at restaurants.
As far as secondary preventions go, we suggest screening for BMI, weight, and body fat in schools, workplace, and at health fairs. Chapin should mandate time for physical activity daily in the school systems and provide individuals with food logs and exercise diaries as well to encourage weight loss. As for tertiary preventions that we thought were important for our community, we decided to encourage support groups for people with diabetes mellitus, hypertension, and obesity to help encourage people to lose and/or maintain a healthy weight. We also want to refer individuals with diabetes, hypertension, and obesity to nutritionists, dietitians, or personal trainers for ongoing education. We also think that it would be important to work with local gyms in the community to provide special incentives for people with chronic diseases. And finally, in order to reduce household food insecurities and reduce hunger, we would like to implement discounted food programs for low-income families in the community. By doing all of these, Chapin is helping their community gain a healthier lifestyle and improve the quality of life while decreasing risk for chronic illnesses.